demonstrate what the front side would be. Again, it's so important that you clean the back side of the carpet first, because when you flip it over, you want to have the top of the carpet be the last thing you clean, because this is what's most important for the customer to see. We're using urine pre-treatment, but before you use this, you always want to do pre-spray traffic lane cleaner, because you want to get the dirt and debris off of the carpet first. Spray that on, I break it in, I clean the carpet. If I have a lot of stains from, customer said there was urine, vomit from their dog, we use urine odor stain remover. We're going to spray it on. We're going to hit the whole thing here. As you can see, we're doing it here too. Back and forth, back and forth. See the edge here? See it's yellowing? That might not be from a dog or anything like that, but again, this urine odor treatment does work well in removing stains, but again, it has to be a natural stain, meaning it has to be something from urine, feces, something that is active and alive, and then this breaks it down. But if it's just dirt, you're gonna use 272 or 279 to help break down all of those stains. Now after you spray it, the next thing you wanna do, you wanna take a carpet rake. Carpet rake is gonna loosen up all those fibers. Loosen up the dirt. Loosen up things that are stuck inside of the matting of the carpet. You always want to do this in order to loosen up matting. Now we've let the dwell time sit for a little while. So now what we want to do is do V pattern cleaning, which is like this, back and forth. Now sometimes on the end of the carpet, you have to kind of go the opposite way and pull, because the carpet from the suction gets pulled up and it makes it really hard to clean, but it pulls it up. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll go like this first, pulling away, then I'll switch back. From there, you're going to do a nice V pattern like I'm doing here. I hold down the PSI line like this, the trigger, because I want to really push that water, that's hot steam, into the carpet and help break down the fibers. As you can see, it creates a nice V pattern. But then what I'll do is I'll go back over it, same way, just with my suction. Now what this does, helps to pull out any residual water so you're not leaving it super wet. You can still create that V pattern. Then I go to my next line. Same thing. Now, remember, overlap just a little bit from the previous line as I'm doing. By doing this, you're not leaving lines behind, because as it dries, if you leave water behind, a heavy amount of water, it sometimes can leave a streak in the carpet because you left dirt behind. So we go back over, same process, vacuum up that residual water. Now where there's stains, I'll go over this much slower. Help break down that soil inside there. And then what I want to do is I want to keep the same pattern in it, so I'm going to go back over that same area. Okay, now we'll go back over to the dry pass. Now at the end, notice, it's going to be hard for me to go back and forth V pattern. So, see what had just happened? I bunched up. So, what we're going to do is on our last section here, which is the last like 6 to 8 inches, we're just going to do pull right off the mat. And you can hold it down the whole time, pull the PSI line up off the mat. The edges of your carpets are always going to be the dirtiest. Make sure you are doing what I'm doing, pulling all the way off. And holding that trigger down all the way to the end. Okay. So if you can see a big difference here with this carpet. Nice V pattern. Hit that area again. You go over a few times. And if there's other products we have as well to help break up certain types of stains, when you start using other products, please reach out to your manager. They'll be able to walk you through some more of those steps. So this is the basics of how to do it. So remember, clean the concrete, number 1. Number 2, vacuum the rug both sides, rake it, get the hair out of it. Then flip it over onto the front face, onto the ground. do the backside of the carpet first. Spray it with 272 or 279, and then clean the carpet. Then flip it back over onto the face as you see here. Apply 272 or 279, clean the carpet. If there is urine or other stains, use urine odor pre-treatment, spray it down, agitate it, clean it, the same process again. You always do that same process. And the most important thing is never leave product on a carpet without extracting it. You have to do that. And lastly, spotter, the spot solvent, we use that, and it's a solvent. It's designed to pull grease and stuff out of the carpet. So if you have grease, you can use that, but it has to be rinsed right after. You cannot leave any of that in there. It will break down the carpet and ruin it, ruin the glue. So again, follow the same processes. Anytime you apply something, you have to extract it. If it's a small little stain, agitate it with a rag, rinse it with a rag. You don't have to set up the truck mount for that. But if you're having to clean the whole carpet, these are the steps. Make sure you follow them. Thanks, guys.